this up to discussion, but I do think it's good that you've mentioned what's happening in Iran. That is clearly the world historical event of this year, and to find it suddenly overshadowed by the death of Michael Jackson is one of the most depressing things that I have ever experienced.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I fear what is happening in Tehran is closer to Tiananmen Square than it is to Berlin or Leipzig or Prague in 1989. I actually have just been in those cities, and it was rather uncanny to follow the Iranian events. And I must say, I followed them to a degree that surprised me, primarily through an Atlantic-sponsored website, my friend Andrew Sullivan's wonderful website, which was it seemed to me, a better guide to what was going on in Iran, in the way that Andrew used emails and tweeted posts from Tehran than anything I could see in the mainstream media. And all kudos to him for that. But I'm afraid this isn't a time, it seems to me, when an authoritarian regime folds. Authoritarian regimes of the sort that folded in '89 were pretty old. It was a kind of gerontocratic bunch of leaders who lost the will to rule in 1989 in East Germany and indeed in Czechoslovakia. The Iranian Revolution is still a relatively young revolution by historical standards, and Mr. Ahmadinejad and his fellow Revolutionary Guard veterans are not men about to hand over power without a fight. To me, the most significant thing right now is that both the Chinese authorities and the Iranian authorities are seeking to control, and succeeding in large measure, to control the internet. After all, it's only a few days ago that Google was effectively closed down by the Chinese government. And it's a reminder to us here in this idyllic setting where we entirely take for granted our freedoms, that out there in the most populous country in the world, and perhaps in the most strategically important of Islamic countries, in China and in Iran, there is still nothing remotely resembling the freedom to which we've grown accustomed. Now perhaps we should open it up.